brought to you by Purely.
Budweiser.
And whatever this is.
Budweiser.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if the recording is picking up the echo. If it is, I apologize. I don't know if you hear an echo or not.
I don't. Usually I hear it whenever you go outside or something like that, but I don't hear anything right now.
Okay, so it's just on my side. So if at all I stumble over words or kind of like stop mid-sentence, it's because of the echo. Because there's about a half-second delay. So I hear everything I'm saying after I say it. So not you. I hear you fine. So just everyone be aware of that. So welcome to week 10.
This is week 10? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Bomb again for me. I have no quarterbacks.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're starting Heineke, right?
Yeah, I was about to grab Gardner Minshew and just go by and go against the rules and say, fuck it! And then I was just like, it ain't gonna never pass.
No, I would have gave you till 12:58 and been like left or right.
I know your ass. Like if you was a lazy commissioner, I would have been like, fuck it. But I know you would have pulled them out right before 12:58, like you said.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that. But you know what? I've had other people, call other players out like as soon as they pick somebody out, and I'm like, yeah, man, I appreciate you people being kind of aware and cognizant of the rules, and I like it. So, before we kind of jump in here, we're going to change the format a little bit. Jermaine brought up a good point last episode about, generally speaking, we just kind of go over the, what do you call them? Is it the necessities? What do you call them? Like when we go over the starters.
Like they're kind of obvious. Like,
yeah, but what's the word you use?
The eligibles.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So you made a good point of saying, like, yeah, it just seems like we keep going over the same things for every game, and I'm like, yeah, you're right.
The same eligibles, like there's no receiver or there's no player that really emerges as something different from week to week. Unless somebody get hurt.
Well, so here's my thought. Instead of kind of going over the eligibles like you said, we're still going to break down every game. At this point, for the most part, people that are listening, they're fantasy vets, I guess, for lack of a better term. And even if you're not, it's week 10. You should know who's going, who's not going. So we're not going to talk about the eligibles unless one of them or multiple ones of them, whatever, something is sticking out saying, yeah, you know what? I really think they're going to go ham. Or I think, I don't know, you may want to pivot off this person because of X, Y, Z.
So recognizing that the eligibles are there, don't really have to outline who the eligibles are, but thinking which one you think is going to have a good game, or are they going to just play their eligible role?
Well, like for example, so this will probably make a little bit more sense. So one of the things that I was going to mention is Debo is back for San Fran. And I think, obviously you're going to start him, and obviously you're going to start Ayuk. I think Debo being back makes Ayuk more valuable because now he's going to, just things like that, The other part of it is just cover some, important-esque injuries. If there's any kind of dart throws out there that you think that, hey, well, since this person's out, I would maybe give this person a look on the squad if you felt so inclined. So I just feel like everyone. Oh my God! Rich said start Jalen Hurts. Whoa, let's stop. That's contact the
You're
Philly
not
news.
breaking any ground there. Yeah.
Right, like that's not what I want to do. That's we got a little stale with that, and you brought up you brought up a good point there. So, all right, so let's talk about Thursday. All right, now let's get into Sunday. All right,
one motherfucker on Thursday that motherfucker I'm gonna pause and give a fucking shout out to. I told you fucking Foreman was fucking it.
Hey,
and this was his type of game. And I'm just pissed because I got him in another league, and I said I'm definitely gonna start him in your league, but I was scared or skeptical to starting him in the other league in Andrew's league.
Well, different scoring,
I'm
man.
so fucking pissed that I didn't, but I got Connor. This is like, I got Connor. It's like my roster in his league is the same as in your league. It's like we got the same players. I got Connor and I got Foreman in both leagues.
So you started Connor. You started Connor over him.
Well, yeah, I held out. I pulled him down, and I said,
I think that's good
to start Connor, and I'm going to start Connor tomorrow. But I can start Connor and Foreman in your league.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, I personally think that's a good move, knowing that Kyler's back too, and that's going to interject juice. They're going to be pumped, and they're at home. Yeah, I think they're gonna. I'm not gonna run him into the ground, but they're also gonna ease Kyler in a little bit. They don't really need to ease Connor in, so I think that was actually a good play. So, all right.
So the Thursday night game, it was Foreman. For those of you that started, maybe DJ Moore, you were probably disappointed. He had a couple of okay catches. For those of you who started, Darnell Mooney, yourself included. He was okay. I
mean, I think he had like 2 for 14, just garbage. But it's also like his projections didn't really aim towards much more than that. So I'm like,
surprised that you even try. Like, first of all, I'm surprised you even grab anybody from my fucking trash ass squad. But they do perform better when they ain't on my team.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
I mean, I changed some points a little bit. I didn't want to go to the whole start 4 tight ends again this week.
Yeah.
So wanted to kind of, he had a good game.
I was a little surprised there. Komet didn't do as much as I know some people probably was pissed.
But we talked about him, man. That's what he does.
Yes. Some people that leaned really heavily on Komet, he disappointed them. So there you go with that. Carolina. I mean, the only person that was startable out there was Thielen, and he performed okay, but he only got like 10 points. So he didn't do too great.
It was past that old ass man's bedtime.
Yeah. There was nobody else in Carolina that even.
Isn't it weird? He's like 33.
Chuba, I was playing your kid, and he started Chuba, and Chuba gave him like 6 points. And I'm like, 6 points in our league is like 3 points in any other league. So that was terrible. So
Carolina, how about Miles Sanders had like negative yardage? That dude's cooked.
Super cooked.
Yeah.
So,
but we talked about that too, man. We called that shot. That's just. It never was
Thursday.
amazing.
I mean, like, not to just pass over it, but just to thoroughly dig into it. That was it.
I'm all set.
And we both said, I mean, we both knew it wasn't a good matchup. It was hideous.
And I know we always bust on Thursdays, but like, golly,
that
NFL should be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into these magical now. Oh wow, these suck too. Nice. I love bye weeks. All right. So let's start off in Germany, another game that I'm not going to end up watching. I literally might get up early and go buy chainsaw oil and literally use my chainsaw because I'm really strangely excited. It's like the only man shit that I'm like, yeah, let's go. Usually I'm like, I don't
Who's
know.
the quote unquote home team?
New England.
Okay. You go ahead.
So
Cover the Colts.
yeah. So
Same
I don't know what.
eligibles, anything crazy?
No. I mean, it's gonna be one of those. They don't have to really worry about New England cold weather. Not that even that it's like crazy cold or anything, but the only thing that's interesting, actually, there's a little interesting tidbit here, but I don't know if Josh Downs is going to play
No, yeah,
because
he's
his
been
knee.
questionable all week. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know a very, very interesting thing that not many people know? There's only one player that's played 100% of snaps all year. Do you know who that player is?
100% of the snaps all year.
Mm-hmm.
Pittman.
Nope. Alec Pierce.
Who gives a fuck?
Apparently, no one that's passing the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I'm not saying go ahead and play him. For whatever reason, my peep gets a little interested when I see him on the waiver wire every week, and I'm like, yeah, how would you like to hang out on my bench? But it's just, I just don't, because I did it for like a week, and it's actually no, I think I drafted him.
I know last year he was very intriguing.
Right.
He was a very interesting player. This year, not so much.
It's just not there, and I don't understand why. I mean, especially with him literally being on the field all of the time. I think he has 17 receptions on the year. So that's super impressive. He's getting Isaiah. What's his name? Isaiah Thomas? No, that's a basketball player, isn't it? What's his name? The tight end in Carolina. The Thomas dude. Ian Thomas. There we go. He's getting like the Ian Thomas treatment. So I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. But if Downs doesn't play, I mean, obviously Pittman gets a bigger bump up, but
Pierce does too. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. What's going to be on 101% of snaps here? Like they can't get this dude on the field no more. But yeah, I mean, I honestly think if Downs doesn't play, Taylor gets a boatload more play. But I don't think you got to do much to beat New England nowadays. So that's really all I got for Indy. It's not an exciting game.
What about the whole Zach Moss thing? It's like I understand the ratio has finally landed in the hands of Jonathan Taylor, but like if you were a Zach Moss owner, do you cut Zach Moss?
I wouldn't jump in bed with that idea. I'd put him on your bench.
Yeah.
I would let him be one of the last people that you cut, unless you absolutely need to, because you don't. I don't think the ratio is going to switch, but it does bring up actually a good point that I was going to mention earlier. It's handcuff season time, so even if it's not necessarily your handcuff, get the bigger names backs handcuffs, because you don't want to have to burn a waiver.
I seen you went back out and grabbed Eli Mitchell again. I was like, okay, he's in the backup.
I have a feeling at some point C-Mac's going to miss a few games, and I don't want to be in a bidding war, especially for somebody that's not necessarily proven this year. I mean, they had Jordan Mason doing the work, so I don't know who's really going to have the juice, but I would like to have the option sitting on the bench since I have room. Because I've already passed this, and I think 2 weeks ago was my bye Mageddon's. After this, I'm smooth sailing, so I have the room to kind of burn. But yeah, not really an exciting game. What do you got on New England side?
Mac Jones. I mean, you'd be crazy to start him to begin with, but sometimes you have to.
William is.
The eligibles. The only person I see out there is that dude named Demario Davis. I mean, like, you're crazy if you're plotting out Juju Smith-Schuster, but he's the only other receiver I know. Hunter Henry.
He might get some more because Bourne's hurt.
Yeah, he's a definitely speculative ad. I got him sitting on my bench, and I want to start him, but for some
he's
reason,
that tight end, man. He's that tight end that
for some reason, my fucking team, I got all these damn options now. And I was like, it seemed like I had no options last week, but it seemed like this week I got a lot of them because everybody came off a bye. And this is like, I got to really sit and choose and sit people down. I'm like,
I don't know how this feels.
Yeah.
Usually the decision is made for me.
I've never had, a situation, not this year, so to speak, where I had players that I can sit down, but this is the first week. Now I'm just like, I'm sitting down Hunter Henry for now, but
I would too.
Tomorrow morning, I don't know. I might wake up and think about it, but so it's
hopefully you don't wake up in time, so that decision gets made for you.
So it's Hunter Henry, Demario Davis. Of course, Ramondre Stevenson is probably your biggest cash cow in that offense. And
that's like buying the nicest thing at Dollar General.
Pretty much, yeah.
Remember all the promise he had pre-draft, and everyone's like, everyone's panties were wet, and then he got on the field and we're like, oh yeah, I forgot. You're not the other guy. You're okay.
Yeah, and then you got two of the most prolific backs in the league that are somehow shitty backups, and that's Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook. It's like, damn, you got Ezekiel Elliott backing up Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, how weird is that?
You got Dalvin Cook backing up Breece Hall. Like, isn't that the craziest shit you could ever hear in your life? Like,
I mean, I understand Dalvin Cook. He was going like, I'm going to go somewhere where we can maybe win something, because they were trying to go all in. And so I understand that. Now he's just like, oh, gosh darn dang it. Zeke's just happy to have a job, which is super weird to say. Because 2 years ago, he's going in the first round.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck happened to you? You don't have a long shelf life in the NFL, man, especially as an RB.
I think Dallas even want him back because, motherfucker, he made Pollard better.
Yeah.
Just by him being there and being a piece of shit, he made Pollard that much better. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, why does Pollard need to have a dum-dum cake in front of him for him to shine? Like, I don't get it.
Maybe he wasn't that good. Maybe he has the Jalen Warren kind of disease where, Jalen Warren, when he was the main back, was not good. But when he spells somebody, it's like,
Jalen Warren have ever been the main back? Like, I don't.
Oh, when Najee was hurt. When Najee was hurt.
I don't recall Najee being. I
remember his little foot thing.
The instance where Jalen Warren was the number one. Gun.
Yeah, when Najee had his whole foot thing going on. Jalen was in there, and like I think he had one good game, but like other than that, he just came back down to earth. But I mean, it's still the principle of the fact is, these running backs get exposed. They get the bag, they get the cart, they get the keys to the car, and then they forgot how to drive. And they realized they needed the driving instructor in there, and then it's seemingly Zeke was at the Pollard, and
well,
I think Cook just doesn't get enough reps. I think if he actually got play, he'd look better. But you're not playing over Brees.
So, naming New England, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's Ramondre, DeMario, and Henry, maybe, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So 1 o'clock, Cleveland at Baltimore. Start who you normally would. Nothing is really jumping off the page here for Cleveland, so it's really all I got for Cleveland.
Yeah, same here. Baltimore, nothing changing. One of the hottest waiver wire ads has been that Keaton Mitchell dude, and for those of you that got him, you're gonna see real quick that you made a stupid mistake.
Yep.
He's not gonna do a fucking thing.
No, but you know what? He will. He'll do something. He'll get a quarter of something. I promise you that.
People don't realize that the reason why he was running in that game is because Baltimore had already had the game in hand, and he was running in garbage time.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't realize that. They just think that,
box score fantasy players.
Like, yeah, that's what he was doing. No, the main dude throughout the day was Gus Edwards, and then towards the end, as they running out the clock, they ran Keaton Mitchell. So,
and I think he popped up on the injury report this week too.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken there. So he's already been hurt earlier this year. So it's like, okay.
Yep.
So speaking of injury people, because we'll get to it later. We'll talk about what I did this week, because it's another reason why I made the move I made. We're done there, right? Not really much. I mean, it's a divisional game, so it's gonna be low. It's gonna be low scoring.
Eligibles is the same. It's Lamar, fucking Andrews, Zay Flowers.
I don't even think Zay Flowers is an auto starter anymore.
To be honest, Flowers has fell off here lately.
Mm-hmm.
And Gus Bus.
I almost think the only people that you can honestly auto start at that point is Lamar and Andrews. We've been over the carousel that is their running back, so it's kind of like, unless you're in a league like ours, then I could see it. But if you're in a normal league, don't touch that, man.
Yeah,
you're just setting yourself up for either a boom or a bust. That's exactly what you're, and you have no idea who's going to get it. All right.
Yep.
So the local game, Packers at Steelers. And Tiff is trying desperately to go to this game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she's a Packers fan.
Yeah, and she's looking. I told her, I was like, "Can we please not? I really don't want to do that, like at all. Like I don't want to go." And right now she's like, "Well, the tickets are like $200 a piece. I'm not really trying to spend that." I'm like, "Cool." She's like, "I'll check in the morning and see if they're lower." And I'm like, "Please, sweet Jesus, don't be." Because I really, really don't want to fucking go, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't even watch the team on fucking TV, let alone go there. And it's not like she's gonna go there and see, the Packers of old. So it's gonna be one of those like,
what does she look like? That's what I don't understand. Her being a Packer fan, like, what is she even looking for?
I don't know. She has no idea what she's watching.
Like, what are you looking for? There, like,
dude, she has no idea what the fuck she's even paying attention to. Her and Cassie, they both want to go. I'm like, whatever, guys.
They both were Packer fans. It's like,
yeah,
why? Like, they don't even know why they're Packer fans.
I think they like douchey Rogers for a while, and they like wanted like did all these jiggly bits, and now they like
he's no longer there. Like,
I know
so what are you still rooting for the Packers for? Like, I
I
don't
don't know. It's kind of like a
know.
domestic abuse situation. I don't fucking know. All right. So Packers. I don't know what Watson's situation is. He's probably not going to go, and if he does, he's going to be super inefficient. I would say maybe get that Reed kid in there again. He could do something maybe. Maybe a little bit bias on my end, but I'm starting Musgrave. Even though he finally scored his first tutty last week, but he just seems like somebody that's gonna just tumble into the end zone. Like he may go for like 2 for 8 and a tutty, and I'm fully okay with that. So I'm not expecting big things, from him. But I kind of feel like him and Jones are going to be the escape routes for Mr. Watt coming to just I don't know, try to kill Jordan Love. So we'll see, but not really another exciting game. It's going to be another 17-10 contest.
Typical.
Yeah.
Steelers, same eligibles. Sorry ass Pickett. Pickens, probably your only fantasy relevant person. No tight end. Deontay Johnson is the fantasy relevant.
Let me ask you, being that squeaky wheel situation here with Pickens,
him acting a damn fool and shit.
Do you think that under normal circumstances that player will end up going off? But being that we're a stupid, prideful team, I'm surprised we didn't try to suspend him or some shit. But do you think there's any universe where they force feed him?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
No, they're not one of those teams where, I mean, you're still motherfuckers is screaming fire Matt Canada at the damn Ohio State game. Don't nobody give a fuck. I mean, like they didn't make a move. You think because one player screams and shit that he wanted the ball, they gonna give it to him? No, it's gonna remain the same.
Well, it happens with other teams, but we kind of go against the grain. So I just didn't know if that wonder. Right, I just wondered if you maybe thought that we would kind of go more his way. His way, not Ray.
I think that he gonna get the same targets. What he do with those targets can change the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
It's just that when they went to him in Tennessee, it didn't work.
Who wins this game?
Steelers win this game. Because Green Bay is that damn sorry. Green Bay is sorry as fuck. If the Steelers somehow lose to Green Bay, I would be shocked. I would.
Okay. All right. So next one on the list, which I have a bunch of different vested interests in. Niners at Jags. So that should be a real fun game. So naturally, it's going to be a 10-9 contest. No, it's not going to be. I don't think there's a universe where that can even be a thing. So Debo's back. No injury designation, which is great. I don't know. We talked about this off camera real quick, but I'm an Ayuk owner, and he hasn't really done everything I love him to do. Yeah, and I traded for him, and it was right around I think it was the week after Debo got hurt. And that's when I traded for him. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, he's number one, which he is. But he's getting number one coverage. And that is not his MO. So
what's going on? That's what I told you about Addison. I was just like, okay, is he ready for the number one coverage?
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that worked out, which is funny because it's the unproven talent, ended up working out, and the proven talent didn't necessarily, or at least it wasn't like a bust or anything. Just wasn't like, oh man, this is what you should be getting. I think Debo being back helps Ayuk tons. I think this gets Ayuk back into where he needs to be.
Debo being around helps.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy. Debo being around helps. Brandon Ayuk. Debo being around helps. Christian McCaffrey. Debo being around helps. George Kittle. Just him just being there, and the threat of what he can do helps San Francisco. Period.
Yeah, he's a fucking problem on the field. Like he is.
With him not there, like that's a major problem that teams don't have to fucking prepare for, so they can fucking dismiss that shit and go after their other attack points. That's why they lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
To me, this is one of those games where if San Francisco somehow manages to lose this game, the whole fucking NFL is gonna fucking turn upside down.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, that's
because it's going to turn upside down in the favor of not only is San Francisco not what we thought they were, Jacksonville has become who the fuck are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if San Francisco don't win this game tomorrow, it's going to be a lot.
If I like Trevor Lawrence like a cunt hair, I feel like I would be more in the Jags' favor, but I just don't like him at all.
He definitely is a cocky, like he's like a silent cocky type of bastard. I don't like him. I don't like him either. I don't.
There's something about him. He has a punchable fucking face.
He said he has a punchable face.
He does, and his little fucking hair. I don't know. I don't like him. There's something about him just irks me.
Yeah.
But I will say before you get into the Jacksonville things, I got my first taste of my ETN trade, so I'm excited to see if that starts to pay dividends. Oh, I also picked up Zay Jones off the waiver here just to sit him.
I didn't see why, but
it's a wait and see thing.
This dude played like one game this whole season.
Yeah. Well, it could be one of those things where playoff time is coming soon, and he gets on a heater, then plug him in.
Yeah. So I'm covering what? Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence eligible. Christian Kirk, who I think is going to have a monster game.
We need to get like a T-shirt that says eligible, because that's been a catchphrase. I like that shit. Seriously, I'm not even lying. I like it. Yeah, sorry.
What's his name? Ridley? Ain't really showed up since week 1. For all the Ridley owners that had their chest out and fucking was so happy that they had him, they haven't seen shit since week 1.
Yeah. I was worried about him before the draft. So I'm like, dude, that's a lot of time to shake off. Then go into a new system too. I don't know. But god damn, that dude's talented. But I'm not gonna hold that bag. That's Timmy in our league.
Before on this podcast, said motherfucker, he runs crisp routes. He runs them fucking great, and I don't understand what's going on. But it's like Trevor Lawrence is like, motherfucker, this is my broad. This is my broad that I was fucking with before you got here. I know you look beautiful, and you the new broad that came in the club, but I'm used to this.
So crazy.
I'm used
to why is Christian Kirk a thing?
Like I don't.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Ingram is a tight end, and he can go.
He is definitely a tight end. Yes.
ETN, You already know that motherfucking ETN is one of the best backs in the league. That he don't give him credit. ET is a top 5 back, but he gets credit like he's a fucking top 12 back. But
And that's good though.
five
That
back.
makes him hungry.
Yeah. Um. That's it. That's all the eligibles.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing. Nobody sticks out for you.
Um. I think Christian Kirk is going to have a pretty decent game.
Should be a back and forth affair. Yeah.
I definitely see ETN is definitely involved.
Yeah.
San Francisco's defense is trying to return to prominence because they're on a 3-game skid.
Yeah, they got to figure out something.
San Francisco, period. If they don't make this is a statement.
This has to be a statement game.
Yeah.
They just got to come out and put a mushroom imprint on somebody's forehead.
Yeah. This is a true statement game for fucking San Fran.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be that's gonna probably be the 1:00 game to pay attention to. So hopefully Scott Hansen's yapping a bunch about this game. All right, next New Orleans at Minnesota. Well, Michael Thomas got arrested. But
I was hoping they was like, oh, he ain't gonna be out. I was like, God damn, I wanted Rashid Shaheed to fucking snap the fuck out. So I was like, damn.
I kind of heard some. I heard some things about it. Read some things about it. He actually seems justified in what he did.
Like he threw a brick through a contractor's window or some shit.
Yeah, because I guess for like weeks and weeks and weeks they were there past nighttime doing construction.
He said that they was in his wrong spot, like he was mad at the spot they parked.
Well, that and I guess the construction workers were bringing people over to show where he lived and like infringing on his privacy. Just being straight.
So they was like enamored by him himself.
Yeah. And he's in a gated community,
like, man, fucking Michael Thomas live right there.
Right.
Okay.
And apparently like he was for the weeks leading up to it, he was being cool about it. And then he just finally was like, yo, like kindly go fuck yourself. Then he just went straight Brick City. And then so I don't blame him. I mean, they're saying he'll be in, he'll play. He'll probably get disciplined at some point after whatever court proceedings happen and all that shit. But I don't know. I feel like it's I normally don't feel bad about celebrities. That's kind of like a douchey thing. Like, dude, let the dude be, especially because apparently he's had like a clean record throughout the years, I should say. Like,
I ain't never heard Michael Thomas
not in trouble.
Anything. Yeah. He looked like a level-headed dude. Like he ain't crazy looking.
All right. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's I don't know. I hope he's had so much trouble staying on the field because of injuries. I just hope to God this isn't at worst maybe a game suspension. It shouldn't even be that, but they have to do something. But
that's bullshit. That's like one of those things where you on the road and somebody wrecks into you and you got to pay the price because they wrecked into you. You got into an accident and it's just like, I didn't cause this accident. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I was a motherfucking victim here. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I'm still getting punished because I simply got into
now,
an
should he have thrown a brick? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the one part you don't really feel bad for him. It's like, dude, you don't throw bricks. Jesus fucking Christ. What are you doing?
True.
But hey, you also get it where it's like you could only take so much. Especially it's been growing for weeks and weeks. It's like, guys.
Okay, so you covering the Saints. Who are other eligibles?
I'm not worried about the eligibles. Everyone knows who the eligibles are. I think Thomas is going to come out and be a little ham sandwich. He's going to be a little like pissed off. But you start your normals. You can chuck out Shaheed out there if you're looking for a home run hitter. But the norms.
Kamara. Would you fuck with your want? I mean,
No,
Taysom Hill.
no, I wouldn't even try. He is so volatile. Like, and it's a 1 o'clock game. Don't play that game. Like, and unless you got a real strong squad and you're just trying to flex, cool. But if you're relying on him, don't do that.
Who, Juwan, or you talking about Taysom?
Taysom.
Oh,
If he was doing this consistently as he did last year, then I would say, yeah, absolutely, fucking cheat code. But this is like once every 4 or 5 games where he like pops off and does some silly stuff. So you want to? It is Buymageddon. I guess you can get away with it, but I feel like there's better options out there.
Well, Minnesota, we got Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
Brand new. Tried to waiver for him, but your son beat me out. And I ended up going with Heineke. Addison is the number one because they opened up the practice window for Justin Jefferson, but they didn't activate him. So
they're about to. They hit us with a pump fake. They were saying he's like initially was like questionable. Then like 2 hours later, like, nah, it is gotcha.
He said hit him with a pump fake. The boy Powell, KJ Osborne.
Yeah. Is he gonna play or what? What's his deal? Because they were like saying he's like retarded last year or last week. So
I know he got hurt somehow, but I don't know like what is his deal. I don't have him as a player, so I don't follow him, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hawkinson, definitely a monster.
I know he's been questionable.
What's his name? All of a sudden, now that motherfucking Cam Akers has got the worst luck in the world.
Yeah, Ty Chandler.
That makes Madison that much more valuable. And then Ty Chandler, for those of you that want to take a stab in the dark with that, and that's about it for them.
I feel like Madison has proved nothing this year, and I'm super happy I got rid of him. I traded on his high kind of few week run, and I was like, here you go. Take him.
That dude was, whenever Dalvin Cook went down,
once again,
so productive.
Keys to the car.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Story of the fucking league, man. So, next one on the list. I mean, interesting just because interesting. Houston at Cincy. So
this is like,
it could be a fun one.
To me, this is like up and coming. Like, this is another statement game. It's a statement game for mainly Houston. Like, Cincinnati doesn't really Cincinnati is just like, I don't really care. We already got T. Higgins out. You know what I'm saying? But we need to win this game because we had such a shitty start to begin the year. This is a statement game for Houston. Can you sit at the damn bar with the big boys? Can you sit at the table with the big boys? Or are you just a fucking joke, a fluke?
Well, they're not going to have Nico this game. They're not going to have, God, for the life of Pierce. Not going to have Pierce. I don't know if Bobby Trees is playing. I believe he is. But, start up your Noah Brown and Tank Dell.
You got him.
Didn't really think I was going to get a 2-weeker out of Noah Brown here, but I'll take it. I would not touch Singletary with anything. Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on here. And we're back. Excuse the technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. I think actually,
I got so mad at Noah Brown that
that's what I thought.
I fucking snapped on the damn screen, and then the shit somehow disappeared and shit. But
His anger overheated, and it shut his phone down. There you go. No, but like I did not foresee me getting 2 weeks out of Noah Brown, but I will gladly take it, especially during the bye week. So, all right, stumble fucked into that one. I'll take that. So, I wouldn't expect CJ Stroud to do what he did last week.
No,
but
like I said,
I would still start him regardless.
It's a statement game. To me, it's a statement game, not from a fantasy aspect, because they don't give a fuck about
aspect.
It's a statement game. Is Houston for real? That's basically what I'm looking for.
They're not. They're absolutely
not. They're not. Yeah.
But it should at least be a fun game to see him try to play catch up. Because even without Higgins and a banged up Chase, they're kind of light years ahead of Houston. So especially since Houston has zero running game now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, with Pierce,
talk about Cincy.
On, like who's picking Singletary? Like who's doing that? Not me.
He wasn't startable when he was actually a starter.
Yeah.
like you got outplayed by Zach Moss before Zach Moss realized he was Zach Moss. So I woof. All right, Cincy, what are we doing here? Anything special? With Higgins being out, I guess.
Oh yeah. I'm trying out motherfucking Trent Irwin. That white dude, that motherfucker, he was ridiculously serviceable. Every time T. Higgins went down, that dude had like 20 plus. So I am trying him out this game. I guarantee you. I think Tyler Boyd owners should be, because I know Jamar Chase is probably going to somehow suit up, but he ain't going to be serviceable. He's going to fucking play a play here, a play there, and then if he hit his back, he's going to disappear. The main two receivers in this game is Tyler Boyd and Trent Irwin. Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, just I saw that, I'm like, interesting. Okay.
I grabbed Trent Irwin early too. I ain't let him sit out there like with that Brown shit. I was like, I am not gonna let motherfuckers sit out there no more.
Yeah, I thought you would have learned over the years, but apparently not. I'm not mad at it. All right. Last 1:00 game is Tennessee at Bucks. I got nothing to say, really. Start Henry. Start Hop. I don't. It's just. It's an ugly team. Like,
do you still got Akita? You get rid of him?
Who? Did you say Akita? Is that a dog?
Did you fucking have Westbrook Akita or whatever?
No. I talked about maybe doing it, but then I realized I may have been high.
I thought you grabbed him one week.
No. That was think Daddy? Oh, that sounded weird to say.
No.
Daddy grabbed him.
Daddy grabbed him.
Daddy grabbed him. So there's a team name that's named Daddy.
Yeah. God damn.
But yeah, even though like with Levis back there, yeah, it's fun, cool, exciting, but it's still rookie.
Yeah. You named the eligibles. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, Henry, D Hop, and take your choice. There's no tight end there.
Well, there's Conquo. Yeah,
and he's like,
but still, it's he's not what he was last year.
No, he wasn't. Last year, I loved it, that motherfucker.
He's just another name at this point. I mean, a hard to spell name, but still a name.
Tampa is Wake and Bake. Mike Evans, who's found the fountain of youth. Godwin. Cade Otton. I'm surprised you dropped Cade Otton today. I was like, damn, this nigga dropped Cade Otton.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, nigga.
So here,
I was like, holy shit.
Well, here's why. So it's week 10. He has 76 fantasy points. He scored 25 of that last week. So over the other 8 weeks, because I'm pretty sure they already had their bye. I mean, he's what is that? 5.25 points a week. I'm all set. And knowing this is a PPR league, you can score. You can get 3 catches for 10 yards. That's 4 points.
You on your motherfucking carousel or escapade of tight ends. I thought he was just one you would keep in your rotation. When I seen you drop him, I was just like, you best believe I'm looking. I'm trying to get him. I will employ his services.
Okay.
For sure.
I'll gladly laugh at you as you're disappointed.
Rachaad White, running back, serviceable, eligible. That's it. Godwin, Evans, Otton.
Well, we already know the eligibles. Like, we're talking about.
Is there anything that's outside of that? No, I don't see it. I don't see not for the Bucks. No, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody popped up on the injury reports or anything.
Not for the Bucks. No, I don't see nobody emerging outside of those, normal eligibles.
All right, so that's the 1 o'clock games. I mean, the only one I'm looking forward to, like I said, is the Niners Jags. 4 o'clock starts off with Detroit at the Chargers.
Probably the
Num.
Yeah.
So, I traded for Monty this week. I traded Charbonnet and Mostert for Monty, and I know that sounds a bit like a hefty price, but Charbonnet has done nothing this year, and the opponent I traded, if I traded him no running or nobody that could start this week, he would have no running backs to start. So I had to throw in one so he had somebody to start to solidify my trade, which Charbonnet was literally a throw-in, so I'll take it. And the reason I did that is because I believe that the timeshare is going to be better for Monty and Gibbs than it is for A-Chain and Mostert, because A-Chain's coming back. So Miami's on bye, so I figured, hey, what better time do that, get an extra week in there. So generally, there's nothing really to speak on for Detroit that you don't already know about. So go ahead with the Chargers. What do you got?
Well, I mean, just thinking of Detroit, I mean, I think of the Sun God, I think of Laporta, I think of.
Well, everyone knows that. I'm saying, like, there's nothing that stands out that's like
that you don't know about. Like,
right?
Take a chance on a player that you don't know about.
I mean, I wouldn't touch Khalif or Jameson Williams. Leave him be.
So Chargers, it's nothing really there. I mean, it's Herbert, Eckler, and Keenan Allen. You always want to trot out Keenan Allen. Tight end, you can go Everett or Parham, but there's no guarantee.
See, you were big on saying these guys are fakes and nothings. I think this is going to be a super fun game.
The Chargers are going to lose it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck if they win or lose. I just want points.
when I say the fakes, everybody start having faith in them as if they're going to be a competitive team.
No.
I'm letting you know the Chargers may give up a good show. They put up points. I didn't say that they was fake giving you points. I just said that motherfucking they are fake contenders. They will not be there in the end. They will not make the playoffs. I guarantee it.
Okay.
So, Eckler, Allen, I don't even know. There is no second receiver that has emerged because
would you take a
Williams went
shot on
down.
Jalen Guyton? Would you take a shot like a super crazy dart flow on Jalen Guyton?
No,
In
until
like
he shows me otherwise, nope. And I
Okay.
seen you dropped him because you got tired of him too. He didn't show you anything, did he? As you was
No,
observing.
Well, yeah. So I figured he wasn't going to do a ton. It was a bit of a
But he had to
rash
show
move.
some type of promise. Did he show any promise at all?
No, it was his first week off of IR. He had a few targets and did nothing with them. It was a rash move on my part once Palmer went on IR. I just, for whatever reason, was like, well, next man up. And then I saw he was the next man up. And I was like, oh, go back down. So that was actually my move for Eli Mitchell. So
yeah, that's it. I don't see anything else.
Nothing special. It's like I said, it's one of those things. I feel like this is a better format because there's no reason to harp on it when we all know who we're starting. Keep it moving. Oh God. Atlanta and Arizona.
Return of Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that's the exciting part. I may rock the Kyler tomorrow. Just because I fucking love that kid. God damn it, I do. Atlanta sucks. Their coach is a dickhole. Drake London's coming back. Who fucking cares? Next. Talk about Arizona. Make me happy.
Kyler's coming back. Connor's coming back. I'm glad to be able to alleviate my IR spot with somebody.
Don't worry, someone will get hurt for you this week.
Hollywood Brown, McBride, up and coming tight end.
Yeah, I'm pissed I couldn't get him. I really. There's a few episodes back. I was like, there's someone I'm eyeing. I want to go ahead and grab him. And that was the motherfucker. And I could have, but that was the week I was sick. And I'm just like, and woke up at like 6:30, and some cocksucker got up at 6:22 and did it. I was like, oh. So yeah.
That's that. That's about it. Like, there's no other receiver or anything like that. I mean, the Wilson kid I got, but the only reason I haven't cut him yet is because I'm waiting to see if him and Kyler got anything going on. If him and Kyler got something going on, I'm gonna hold on. If him and Kyler don't, then I'm gonna cut him. So that's about it.
Keep your eye on Rondell Moore. They had a mind meld. They worked. So Rondell could have his kind of coming back out party. I also love that guy too. All right. Fuck me. All right. Giants and Cowboys. Okay. Talk about the Cowboys. I'm literally not wasting any time on talking about the Giants. Who fucking cares?
Of course, Dak, your eligibles is CeeDee Lamb. As far as the receivers go, besides CeeDee Lamb, take your choice between Gallup and Cooks.
Would you even start them though?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't start either one. I really wouldn't, because you just don't know what they can do. Like, I don't.
I won't even say because of that. I'm saying because of this game is they're
they
not going to need
need
to do anything.
They don't need to do anything. Dallas is gonna get a nice 20 to motherfucking 6 lead, and they're gonna run it out. Is the game's gonna end 26.
I'm okay with that because I'm playing against Pollard this week, so I would like him to not have a coming out party.
26.
Okay.
That's it. Like,
yeah, there's not much there. It's maybe
you already mentioned Pollard. That's about it. Ferguson, Ferguson might do some things. You know, I don't know. Tight end.
I feel like if this was an actual matchup, I think the conversation would be better. But being that they have like a third string quarterback in, and they can't move the ball anyway, oof. Let's see. Last 4 o'clock game, Washington at Seattle. This
Jahan Dotson came out of nowhere. I mean, like starting.
Well, he came out where he should have been coming out. Yeah. I feel like this could be a shootout. I would like it to be a shootout. I think Seattle's going to come out real angry because they got boat race last week.
Yeah, they got clowned.
I like Sam Howell. I think he's a fun little gunslinger. He has like Fitz magic vibes about him. No one really. I think Curtis Samuel's out, but who the fuck was starting him anyway? So nobody really gets a bump up there. But start your norms. No one. I mean, maybe Logan Thomas gets a few more targets. Hopefully for me. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, that's about it. Seattle's more interesting in this matchup to me.
You think Brian Robinson still owns the backfield, or is it?
Yeah. Oh, Antonio Gibson's an afterthought. He will be off this team next year.
I see it. Seattle, same eligibles. Geno, all the controls. DK Metcalf, who's been wildly disappointing this year.
I was about to send you a trade for him this week too.
You already sent the trade for him weeks ago.
I mean, it was a goofy ass trade, but I'm saying like a legitimate trade. But then I also looked at your team. I'm like,
nobody's there that you want.
I mean,
Lockett is good. No tight end really in Seattle. Running back Kenneth Walker.
Man, you're just passing right over JSN, ain't you? You son of a bitch.
JSN though is still insignificant to me. He's not significant. He is. He's not a significant player.
No, he is absolutely insignificant. Do you think Tyler or DK go somewhere next year because of JSN?
Yeah, I could definitely see them not. They're not gonna let go of fucking Metcalf.
No, it'll be Lockett. Absolutely,
it's gonna be Lockett. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
You think Seattle comes out and just goes ham Sammy, or are they just gonna be? Or do you think this is like a Geno problem now?
What do you mean?
Like was last week an anomaly because they played Baltimore and just got smoked, or do you think they go back to kind of quote unquote form where they look like they're a relevant offense?
Seattle's always been a running team, so Pete Carroll, he's going to definitely try to establish the run, and then catch a pass off play action. That's what he wants to do. Yeah. And Geno is definitely not a gunslinging quarterback, so he needs that same running game. So his play actions could be a lot harder and a lot more felt.
Which is that's why I don't understand why JSN doesn't get more play. So I'm like, that's perfectly suited for how he
plays the game.
I'm just like, okay, all right. Yeah. Fuck him then.
until Lockett disappears, JSN is gonna be on hold.
Okay. Well,
It's
I'm still starting them
you
up.
pick up the phone and be like, "Please hold, sir," and they fucking put it down. And until Lockett
Well, I'm
disappears
having
from
to
the
start.
offense,
I'm having to start Gino this week.
yeah,
Um,
I seen that you and him and Goff. Like you, of course, you don't have Jalen because Hurts is fucking Philly. You know what I'm saying? That's hurting me in my other league. I mean, trust me, I know. Same stack you got, I got that shit in another league, and that shit is hurting. That hurts.
Yeah.
Jalen hurts, and literally, it really hurts. Um, that's it. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet. We already discussed.
Yeah.
Like he just unless Kenneth Walker gets hurt, he's not really relevant. So
Yeah, but even even with the touches he's getting, he's not doing shit with them. Like you would think, okay, fine, you're the change of pace back, whatever. Do your Jalen Warren deal. You're not even doing that, man. You're just nothing. So,
all
right. So we're waiting all day for Sunday night game. Jets at Oakland.
Oh,
Fuck you. Go ahead. That was a quote by the NFL.
he just said, "Fuck you." Go ahead. So you ain't covering the Jets at all.
No, what is there to cover? Until they can cover a spread, I'll start to cover fucking coverage on them. How about that?
Oakland, they playing inspired new coach.
They are.
Antonio Pierce or whatever, but
Yeah.
you know, they got Aiden O'Connell. He's passing it to Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, wildly productive. Even fucking Renfro seems like he could be kind of relevant now.
See, I thought about that too, because I like my white wide receivers because it's like, look at you, you're like a, I don't know. Oh, I can't say that because people are gonna start thinking I'm racist. Let me stop. I had some.
What was you about to say? White gift or some shit?
No, I was gonna be like, oh, it's like seeing a black kid with a dad. But I can't think people think I'm racist or some shit. No, but like it's just in all honesty, it is like a weird anomaly. But I did like Renfro anyway. And I've looked at him so many times, and he's been added so many times, and then I never pulled the trigger on it because he just doesn't get the looks. Even with Aiden,
never pulled the trigger on it because he never pulled the trigger on himself.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the problem. Like last year, he was that dude.
Yes.
And
yes.
I thought, okay, change. Yeah, pretty
much. Yes.
And I figured, okay, Aiden's going to come in and he's going to get more play. And nope.
So you got Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
There's some people they want to deal with this Mayer dude at tight end.
Yeah.
There's Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, and then Renfro. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all your eligibles in Oakland.
Or I
still call them Oakland. It's Las Vegas.
Look, I didn't even catch it. I think and no bullshit. I wrote it down as Oakland. So I'm in. So I will say this though, being that Sauce is out there, do you think that maybe Renfro does get some more play this game?
Probably can. Him or Jacoby Myers is probably going to step up because Sauce is going to be all over Devontae.
I know we don't really talk about defensive players all like that, but there are a few in the league that's like, one moment, let me reevaluate my fucking decision.
Yeah.
And Sauce as well. Sauce is that dude.
I mean, I ain't going to even lie. I think Sauce is a little overrated. Like he's not up there with Revis. Like when people be like, oh, he wanted a lockdown. No, Darrell Revis.
You ain't going to Sauce Island. Settle down.
Yeah. Darrell Revis was on a whole new level as far as locking down people. And Sauce ain't locking them down like he was. But he's close.
He's smothering them.
Yeah. Smothering them with sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get sexy up in this motherfucker.
Yep.
That actually was pretty witty though. I'm not even lying. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty witty. I give you
like
that
that.
one. He said he's smothering them. I'm like, oh, okay, sauce.
It sounds better than Revis Island because that don't even sound like a fucking thing. Like that's just. Yeah.
It's just,
anyway.
No, I mean, Revis Island was just like, as soon as you a wide receiver and you go out there and you line up, motherfucker, put some water around.
Yeah.
And it's just me and you. And that's it. Let your quarterback try to throw over here on this island with just me and you. And
if his name was like
he would
Relish.
take receivers to an island where it was just like, you can't, it's just me and you. There's nothing else you can do.
I get it. I wish his name was like Relish. So they could be like Ellis Island, Relish Island, something. Just Revis Island is like, I got here first. I name it. Yeah. All right.
And that's what it's called. Yep.
But it worked though, because everyone fucking knew, and it's like, yeah, fair enough. Just don't throw it to him.
Yeah.
All right, Monday night game.
I knew him very well, you know, from Malacopa and shit, and his sister and my sister is good friends, and so a whole nine.
Wait, what now?
Yeah, Revis is from Malacopa.
Yeah, I know that, but what'd you say?
I said his sister and my sister is good friends, and
that's
I know
cool.
Revis myself. I've talked to him and dapped him up a couple times. I mean, we ain't great friends, but we cool. I mean, I know him enough. Like, if he seen me in the crowd, and I mean, of course, I know him in the crowd, but if he seen me in the crowd, he would say, "What's up?" Yeah, it's cool.
Do you have a Revis jersey?
Yes, I do. Several.
I was gonna say, you better, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I got a Jets one, and I even got one with a New England one that I never wear because around here, if you wear a New England jersey, you'll get fucking stabbed. So, so I almost never could wear it. I never can wear it. I'll put it on camera. You want me to show it?
Fuck it, do it.
Let me show the New England one, right? I never can wear it.
Hey, nice.
It says Revis, and it's a New England jersey, but like I never can wear this bitch because hold on, damn. Okay,
you gotta back up a bunch for it to like be in frame. There you go. No, you have no idea how to fucking phone.
I'm trying to. Okay,
you're going forward. It's fine. We get it.
All right. No, but I got the Jets one.
Yeah.
And I done wore this motherfucker. I even got a Ty Law New England jersey because Ty Law's from Malacopa too,
right.
And I know him too, and he played for New England. But yeah, I got the Jets Revis too. Yeah.
That's the Revis everyone knows.
Yeah, the one that that's the Hall of Fame Revis right there. Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right. Last game on the docket, Monday night, Denver Bills. Who cares about Denver? It's such a.
Why did they do this?
I don't know, man.
The primetime games. Why did we already discussed it on the last one? Like, how could they not flex these games out, man? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because I get Josh Allen, big play player. Diggs, big play player. Who's on Denver? Russell Wilson's weird ass. Like Russell Wilson looks like the dude that tries different diets every week. And he also looks like the dude that steals the money out of the collection plate to church.
Said he tries different diets every week, but steals out of the collection plate.
Right.
It's Russell Wilson, His eligibles are Cam Sutton and fucking Jerry Judy. I'm employing Jerry Judy. I have to start him. I have to start his running back.
So let me ask you this: you were hoping he was going to get traded, and he didn't. So why are you still having faith in him?
I'm not sitting him down. Not in your league. I mean, in other leagues, I got him in other leagues, and I am sitting them down in those. But in your league, yeah, I'm trotting them in the fuck.
You just lowered your expectations. So, okay. All right.
Anything he do, he has a better chance, than the people I got on my bench. Look at my bench.
I think Russell was ruined. Me having faith in anyone because they actually have a talented team around them, but he just like with Trevor Lawrence, he has a punchable fucking face. And I just can't get behind anything he does. He just is not.
Okay, what are you expecting out of Buffalo? Or what are you hoping out of Buffalo? Gabe DeBay with 4 touchdowns?
I mean, look, because I'm playing against Diggs, I'm employing Gabe. So being that he had a terrible game, this means he's gonna pop off this game.
Yep,
this is what he does.
That's my exact logic because I got him in another league, and I was like, I'm about to sit Gabe DeBay down. And I was just like, no. His trend is after he have a shitty game where he has 0, which he did, he fucking bounces back.
Plus, Diggs was on the he was on the injury report yesterday.
Yeah.
So late. I mean, I know he has no designation now, but that a late week injury pop up. I don't know.
Not a good sign.
But not expecting a ton. It's I have no idea. I don't know who the Broncos are. If I if they had an identity, I could maybe give you some more insight, but I just don't know what they are. So I can't say I would feel good starting this player, or I don't know because they don't know who they are. No, it's not really it's a little ambiguous, but hey, be a fucking team. Figure out what your situation is.
What I'll tell you is they eligibles. Russ, Sutton, Judy, no tight end, Williams, and that's it. And maybe Jaleel McLaughlin on some bullshit. That's about it.
Yeah, I think he had his 1 week in the sun.
Yeah.
He's all set now.
I'm fine.
Made his mama proud.
On the bench. Yeah, I was trotting him out there like a champ, chasing those points, waiting on it, but it ain't happening.
James Cook is a bit of a bust.
Yes, he is. Ain't no bit.
Sad.
He's a lot of a bust.
I'm glad I didn't get a chance to get him because I wanted him. But
they just keep bringing in.
They refuse to run it too.
Yeah.
They just don't.
That's what I said. When you sat there and said, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks back, you was like, yeah, maybe they bring him in because to spell him. And I'm like, they've never ran him enough to spell him. The fuck?
He don't run enough to get tired.
Yes.
Yeah, their running game is Josh Allen. That's about it.
And that's why Buffalo cannot get to the dance because they keep doing that shit. You can't get to the dance with your fucking quarterback as your fucking running attack. It will not happen.
Because it's not like James Cook isn't talented. It's I don't know if it's the play calling, if it's the offensive line, whatever it is. It's just he and the team ain't it.
That's another thing I noticed too. Every time that they play the Bengals blow them the fuck out. The Bengals just beat them last week, and then in that playoff game in the snow, the Bengals beat the brakes off the Bengals. Beat the brakes off of them.
It's kind of like their Achilles heel, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, any
that's week
parting
10,
words there?
everybody. I mean, how you feeling about your squad? I mean, I know you're playing one of the top teams in the league, but
I'm playing the top team. Well, by record.
Yeah, by record.
I feel, even with my bye in Gaiden, I feel pretty confident. One of those deals where I don't really see where he can beat me. But it's also super lucky. So I can score 14 points.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. You should have definitely lost last week. You really should.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That was crazy. That touchdown at the last minute where I thought the D-back had scored, and it was just like, okay, it's over. I was like, damn, I know he pissed. He gonna be just as pissed as me losing by 2 points. And I was just like, soon as fucking Eckler went in for that score, I was like, he got the juice this year. I was like, ride. My encouragement to you is ride that damn wave, man.
Oh,
you got the juice. All the things are fun. It's one of those things where even if you fumble, somehow the ball fumbles right next to you, you could still recover it. Like you are getting those lucky breaks. So ride that shit and win this chip, yo. Win it.
Listen, when I saw that run back and they showed the replay, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this, aren't I? This is stupid.
That don't normally happen.
Bob has yet to talk to me.
Oh, he hasn't said a fucking word since then.
No fucking word.
If he was just as pissed as I was that night, then yeah, I was. After Breece Hall, and like he barely beat me. Like Breece Hall didn't even have a good game, but he did enough to just beat my ass. That shit pissed me off, yo. Like,
I mean, how are you feeling about your team? About your week?
I'm weirdly. I thought I would be just totally out of it, but after the way Deontay Foreman performed, I was just like, damn. Even without a quarterback, I might have a shot.
Right?
I can't believe it.
I told you, man. Like crazier things have happened in this league. So, well, make sure to set your lineups tomorrow morning. Got the 9:30 game.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to chainsawing during that game.
So, all right then. Mm-hmm. Our next meetup Tuesday.
Yep.
And good luck to everybody. Week 10. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of a week of rubber meets the road where, most of my leagues I'm in, like the 2 ones that I give a fuck about, it's like these are the turning point weeks. It's either you're turning up to get into the playoffs or you're turning down to make sure you're not in the playoffs. And
I think the next big bye week is week 13. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be in the bye week, even in my other league, I think I've done an okay job,
Hey.
Okay. My other league, I got Tyler Heineke, but Trevor Lawrence is probably going to be available this morning. Would you grab Taylor? Would you go with Lawrence over Heineke
in this matchup?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. I feel like it's shit.
Playing San Fran. Angry San Fran that lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, but that's a throw, man. Who does? Washington plays Seattle. So, it's supposed to be raining in Seattle. Also.
What happened?
It's supposed to rain in Seattle.
What does Seattle got to do it?
Well, because no, that's where fucking Heineken used to play. Never mind.
Heineke is playing for Atlanta, and they're playing Arizona.
Ooh, God, that's a fucking funnel. Yeah, no, I'd go with Heineken. Because Kyle's gonna come out there with a ball of fire. He's gonna try to throw for the mouth. Yeah, I was a Heineken. Yeah.
Heineke over fucking Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, let's think this through here. Oh God,
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm like, I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like,
what do you?
Like, part of me want to just say, just leave it at Heineke, but part of me be like, man, Trevor Lawrence.
So here's my only key to this point. Heineke is prone to making mistakes.
True.
Trevor seems a little bit more secure with the ball.
But is that? I mean, I don't give a fuck if the damn Jaguars win the game. I'm talking about just fantasy slinging it.
No, that's what I
in
mean.
the end zone.
That's what I mean. Secure. I mean secure with the ball in the sense of he's not going to make those dumb mistakes. I mean, did see Heineke throwing a pick six easily? I don't really see Lawrence doing that. Also, Lawrence is playing a much better defense. So you have a worse quarterback playing against a bad defense, and you have a better quarterback playing against a better defense. So you're either great or suck either way. I would leave it. You know what?
Just leave it like it is. It's like, if it's already sat like that the whole week, why would I change it at the last minute?
Yeah, because you've made that mistake too many times this year. You mentioned that. So. Yeah, I would leave it. Right. That's a ooh. Damn, that's a good one. I'm curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
All right. All right, boys. Well, see you tomorrow, and make sure you get your pet spayed and neutered.
All right, sir.
Yep.
You have a good one.
Toodaloo, sir.
Yep.